So today I just want to have a complete raw video and just talk to you about why one losing trade doesn't define who you are, doesn't define your self-worth. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, this was a very, very big concern or issue and something which used to happen a lot. I would say it's only started to change around 3, 4 months ago. And I used to basically for the last 4 years, literally, it's been so long. And it doesn't help when you strategy hop as well. But I literally used to let every losing trade, just one losing trade, put me in a state of self doubt and thinking I'm a failure and stuff like that. And then every winning trade used to put me in the state of euphoria. And I believe Mark Douglas says in Trading in the Zone that this is actually, it's called like the trader's cycle or something like that. The boom bust cycle, I believe. And this was literally like what I was living in. I was living in the boom bust cycle where when you lose or like the trade starts to go against you, all the negative emotions start coming out. Then the trade goes in your favor, and then all the positive emotions start coming out. And this just makes trading a roller coaster. So what I've been doing now is literally thinking in sample sizes. And after reading Trading in the Zone, that's literally the exercise that Mark Douglas tells you about. He says, just find one edge, write down the set of rules, criteria. So for me, it's literally like a mechanical trading plan. And with these rules, just execute 20 trades flawlessly. And by flawlessly, it doesn't have to mean that every single trade has to be a winner. It just means that if you know you have a strategy which is back tested, data backed, and is actually profitable. So 40% with a 2R is profitable because every out of 100 trades, let's say 40 win, that's you're up 80 minus 60, you're still up 20. So it's a profitable trading strategy, profitable win percentage to a risk to reward. So find a profitable strategy and I literally just trade Asian sweeps and it's literally that simple. So don't overcomplicate it too much. And just take 20 trades mechanically and then see from that, are you happy with the result or are you not? Now let's say you're minus 10% or minus 8%, something like that. Maybe you can look at it and be like, is this like a month which is very different from my data, or is this a month where um my data does actually show that sometimes months like this happen? If it's like that, you don't need to change anything, maybe tweak something, I guess. But if it's, if you're obviously up, if you're in the green, or if you're minus 1 to 3%, then don't change anything and just take another 20 sample size trades. And I was like, it can't be that easy, can it? And it will sound simple, but it's not actually easy. So I actually went out and set out this mission to, let this happen because one losing trade was affecting me. And going in sample sizes, I found out it wasn't actually easy. I took the first two trades in my sample size of 20 and I lost them. And then all these negative emotions of fear and self doubt and, that I'm wasting, like trading's not going to work out and stuff like that. All these things started to kick in. And then I literally, I went away for a bit and I missed a whole week's worth of trades. I think there was only 3 or 4 trades in that week. And I think 3 of them were winners, one of them was a loser. So basically all this happened. I had a lot of missed trades, and I took some more trades again. I became consistent, and overall, out of the 20 sample size, I ended up with what I actually took. I ended up at around minus 2%. Okay, which isn't the end of the world, to be fair. But if I actually took the trades which were to my plan, which are part of the 20 sample size, then guess what? I would have passed the prop firm challenge, and that would have given me so much more confidence because I remember the first time I passed the prop firm challenge, I was in such a sense of relief and just there was so much belief that just came into me because I was like, I can actually do this. And then I just went into a spiral of strategy hopping and stuff. But this time it would be like, you know what, I've got a strategy. I know it's proven. I've taken a 20 sample size and this is the results I've got. And there's no emotion side to it. So obviously if I'd executed hindsight, then a lot of good things would have happened. Now, I'm not going to dwell on that because that is the past. I'm just going to go forward from now and take every single trade in my 20 trade sample size and we will see where we are. But one losing trade, it can't define you because you have to look at the bigger picture. Losses are going to happen. You're going to have negative weeks as well, maybe even negative months, but you just have to take it as a bigger picture. Judge yourself by quarter. Look at your data to show to remind yourself that you know what, these things do happen. There are periods of losing streaks, and all these things are just part of trading. And I think the moment you just accept that and stop running away from it is when you actually start to get consistent and see results. And it's happened to me. I've seen those results. I've seen those times where I actually do what I'm meant to do, and those results start showing up. And then obviously when I don't do it, then it spirals down. So you have to just be consistent at it, treat it like a proper profession, treat it like you're an athlete. You gotta wake up, do your warm up, and then you know it's game time. And that's literally what I'm gonna be doing now. But overall, hope this video helped you in understanding that, one losing trade does not define you. It's about the larger sample size, and as Mark Douglas says, actually a 20 trade sample size. Judge yourself after that, not after every single trade, because you're literally going to go into like a mental roller coaster, and I don't want you to go through that because it wastes a lot of time. So literally, the sooner you start accepting losses are going to happen, and you can't predict every single time where the market's going to go. All you can do is just show up, execute your trading plan. That is when things really start to change, and that is the journey I'm on, and I'm going to be documenting it, sharing my thoughts and experiences as well. So hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Happy trading. Stay safe.